What's up, y'all? Welcome to Social Spiritual Sundays. And today, I'm talking about the top 10 frustrations in relationships. According to lovepanky.com, the number one problem is lack of communication. Now, he says, conversations are fun at first, exciting. We get to know each other's favorite colors. We get to know about what each other's favorite food is and, all that good stuff. But then after a certain amount of time goes on, we stop asking questions and we stop, we just start assuming stuff. One thing that stood out to me about this is it said that if you stop inquiring, if you stop wondering and thinking about the things that your partner has, they will go and confide in someone else. Now, number two, it talks about trust. And they say that if you can't trust your partner to go out to dinner with someone else, then you're probably insecure. Now, I don't agree with that because human nature is like this. The person you spend the most time with is the person that you will start to become attracted to. So if it's like you're spending too much time with a certain person, then create some space. You shouldn't be in those kind of situations. It's a part of being proactive and really just being strategic to knowing human nature and knowing that we are not some type of Superman, but that we have weaknesses. And I think that's a part of being human, is when we recognize we have weaknesses and that we need to guard our weaknesses. And when we're guarding our weaknesses, we're not only pleasing God, but we're also being thoughtful and considerate of our partner. Number three, according to lovepanky.com, is jealousy and insecurity. It says insecure couples are forever locked in a cycle of jealousy and anger. When you feel jealous about the attention your lover is getting or their recent promotion, you're not helping them become a better individual. It's like a parent who's angry with their child because the child is having too much fun. You need to learn to have faith in each other and the relationship. Instead of letting negativity build inside of the relationship, learn to enjoy each other's successes. After all, your partner is your better half, and any accomplishments of theirs are your accomplishments too, isn't it? Now, number four, according to lovepanky.com, is incompatibility in love. Love at first sight and infatuation can last several months, and it does a good job of making any differences in a relationship. As perfect as two people may be, sometimes they may just be perfect for each other. If you find yourself dating someone with whom you have nothing in common, you need to decide on the next step. Try to find common interests that both of you like, or walk your own paths instead of living in frustration. You're finding something that you're both interested in. For me, I hope my wife is interested in music. Yes, and I hope she can sing, and I hope she has like the same kind of vision. We share a vision together because, it's awesome when, you can love the same thing. And I guess that's where it comes in. God comes in the picture again, because I'm a worshiper, and if she's a worshiper and we're worshiping the same thing, we can absorb. Well, we can't absorb, but we can observe beautiful things together. It's just like walking through an art gallery, or having the same, going to a concert together, or enjoying the same type of movies together. It brings you together in love. I heard of one friend say it like this: it's like a triangle, you're at the bottom. So if God is at the top and you both are going toward that direction, you meet at the top together. Number five was loss of. This isn't rocket science. Over time, both of you are bound to lose the sexual urge of the first few months or years of a relationship, or both of you may have a hard time keeping your hands off each other to begin with, and now sex may start to feel like a chore. This is a very common problem in relationships, and yet it's one of the easy ones to solve. Always look for new ways to recreate sexual high on the first few times. And before you know it, both of you may go at it all over again like frisky bunnies. Read top 50 kinky ideas to make sex more exciting. Okay, it's getting kind of hot in here. I can't even talk about number five because I'm not married and I'm a Christian. So basically, that really is off limits to me. But if I was married, I don't think that would be a problem, because my sexual drive has been repressed for so long that I think it can go long distance into the future, since I've waited so long. Okay, and still am waiting. So I don't think number five is a problem. And I think number five would be a problem for you. Abstinence rocks. Number 6, ka-ching. Anyone in a relationship for long enough will know just how important money or the lack of it really is. If your friends earn a lot more than you or your partner, it'll end up frustrating both of you. And on the other hand, if both of you earn a lot more than your friends, there'll be a lot of love and happiness in your lives. It's a stupid fact of life, but our own happiness is extremely dependent on the way others perceive us. If you're having difficulties in your relationship because of money, perhaps it's time to change your friends and see the difference. Money. We're not managing money right, it's going to cause lots of problems in our relationships. It's just a fact of life. Number 7, change in priorities. You may be in a relationship, but that doesn't change who you are. And that's where the problem starts. As individuals, we evolve and change all the time. You're not the person you were last year, and you won't be the person you are now next year. And just like you, your partner too is changing constantly. And every now and then, you and your partner may experience changes that will pull both of you apart from each other. And soon enough, both of you may have nothing in common. Spend enough time with each other and try to evolve together in a similar direction. Talk about your beliefs and your interests with each other, and it'll help both of you grow together along the same path. I think that's pretty cool because I'm a deep thinker. I like to talk about deep stuff, and girls always tell me that. It's just like, you're just so deep. I'm sorry if that sounds arrogant, but I am not a shallow dude. I don't like to just talk about stupid stuff. I like to talk about, like, what are your goals? I know it might sound interviewish, but that's probably why I don't have a girlfriend right now. But I like to know, what's your dream? 5 years from now, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? I mean, what's your passion in life? I could see if we're actually heading in the same direction. If we're heading in the same direction, that's great because we can help each other along the path and we can enjoy this journey together. And I think that's always important, to really get to understand and know a person's heart, to really know their drive and their passion. 8 is time. Do both of you have enough time to spend with each other? These days, time is a luxury that most lovers can't afford. When you start spending too much time away from each other, it's only a matter of time before one of you starts asking the big question: do I need my partner in my life anymore? Don't drift away so far that both of you don't need to be with each other anymore. Find ways to indulge in exciting hobbies or spend evenings going out on little coffee or ice cream dates. They make for great conversations and will bring both of you closer too. Time management. I think time management also goes in place with money management, because time and money, as you have heard before, it says time is money. Number 9, space and individual growth. Now, this is contradictory to the earlier problem in relationships, but it's still something to watch out for. Too much of a good thing can turn out to be bad too. When you're in a relationship, spending time with each other is very important, but at the same time, spending time away from each other is crucial too. By spending too much time together, you subconsciously feel isolated from the rest of the world. And when that happens, you crave for any attention from other interesting people just to feel better about yourself and your ability to communicate. And you know what could happen when that happens, right? Read The Right Way to Give Space in a Relationship. All right, yeah, space in a relationship I think is also crucial. And my instantaneous thought, I'm like, I really don't care. I don't really care if my wife is clingy. I really don't care. It's cool with me. But the thing about it is, that's what I'm saying now. The human nature is a funny, tricky thing. It can tell you one thing, and then the next time, just by living it out, you figure out that, hey, I really am like that. So I think I've experienced that. Have you ever had a dog that followed you all over the place that was just so annoying that it had no life of its own but just to follow you and just breathe all hard? I think that's how a relationship without space can feel, like an annoying dog that follows you all over the place and doesn't have its own life, and it's just annoying. It's like, go do something else, you're annoying me, and then come back. I like the dogs that, that's why I kind of like cats, because they're like, they'll come and cuddle up with you, but on the other time they have their own life out in the alley. They're going doing their own thing, and then when you sit down, you're chilling, they'll come around, they'll lay on you, but they're not always huffing and puffing on your heels. And so I think that's an important thing with space and of time is that your partner is not huffing and puffing on your heels all the time, that they're giving you space. And when you're relaxing and when you're chilling out, they come and, you know, you cuddle and you have fun and you do things at certain times. But I think it's important for them to have space because their identity, especially spending time alone with God, is really helping them to form their identity and to be the person that you love, so they can reinforce the person that, you know, I guess that space and time gets them to really understand who they are, and so you can better understand who they are, if that makes sense. Number 10, are you still in love? It says this is the biggest problem in a relationship and one that's the hardest to overcome. Falling in love is easy, staying in love isn't. Love is a delicate balance between dependency and passion. How much do you need your partner? How much do you love and want your partner? When the sexual excitement and the enthusiasm fade away, what do you have to hold both of you together? A relationship should never be based on sex alone. It needs compatibility and understanding, and it definitely needs dependability. Staying in love forever is not easy, but with a little effort, it can give meaning to your life. Problems in relationships can come and go, but if you ever come face to face with these 10 big problems in romance, don't overlook it. It could cost you the relationship itself. I can't really foresee myself ever falling out of love with the person that I'm in love with. Those are the top 10. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. And I'll see you the next Social Spiritual Sunday.